What is going on, guys? Mugen here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So I know in my original podcast video, my first podcast video, I had mentioned probably doing like a scheduled thing where I do um, my podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um, I'm probably not gonna do that, honestly. I think what I'm gonna do instead, because I would like to build my platform here on a few other things aside from YouTube. I'm thinking um, one thing that might be good is instead of doing two episodes a week where they're like 25 to 30 minutes long, I figured I can take this day, like the second day, as a day to reflect. Um, and I would like for you guys to do the same. Like reflect on the past week, or reflect on start Sunday and then up till Thursday, and just pick a couple of days and just reflect on how those days were, and how they affected you, whether it be positive or negative, and then let go of it. Just let go of it. It's done. It's over with. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's uh, it's 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 crazy. To I honestly I never in my life thought that I would be in the position that I am, with my anxiety, my depression, with my supposedly mild panic disorder that I have. I never thought that I would be here, and um, by the grace of God, or our Creator, or whatever you guys believe in, um, I've I've come to be somewhat at peace. Um, I've with this direction that I'm taking, um, with the podcast, and also with things that I'm doing personally myself. Like one of the things that I'm doing is I'm seeing my primary care physician. I've got my psychiatrist, and I've also got my therapist, which, by the way, really sucks, because the guy that I ended up getting matched up with, well, I picked him as my therapist. I thought he was really cool, and I saw his picture and I was like, I feel like I can vibe with this guy, and come to find out, that was his last day. But he's like, well, I mean, I'd be more than happy to listen. So I ended up talking to him, and we went past the time frame that we were allotted. But it was a great talk, and he was very intelligent, um, and whatever. But yeah, so I mean, some of my accomplishments this past week, it was going to therapy, um, seeking help, not just for me, but in for my family as well. Because if I'm at my best, I can help them be at their best. Um, and seeking help from a psychiatrist, getting together with a primary care physician. So getting all my doctor's appointments and everything like set up, like that was a feat within itself, because anybody that knows me, I don't really care for like doctors and things like that. Not that they don't do good. I don't know. It's just me. Well, I think honestly that's a lot of men. They just don't like to go to the doctor or take medication. But um, that was a huge success for me. The panic attacks that I used to have are not nearly as bad as they were. Sometimes I get a little tight in the chest, but I just I just go with it. I mean, it's gonna happen whether I like it or not. And if I'm in control, it would be better. So I'd like to say, when people ask me like about my anxiety, I don't ever say that I suffer. I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from depression, because at that point, like, I feel like I'm giving myself, or I'm giving it the power over me. So but yeah, so we've got the doctor's appointments and everything out of the way, and So for those of you that haven't seen the episode yet, I do talk about, or the pinned post that I have on Instagram. My grandmother had passed away, and as of this video, it's relatively recent, within the past few weeks. And that's probably been really difficult for me, because what happens for me is when I deal with death, I tend to shut off, and I don't talk to people or talk to the person that is affiliated with that death. And in this case, my grandfather, which sucks because my grandfather is actually a really badass grandfather. Um, I call him GP, and he's man, he is probably one of the most beautiful people that you'll ever meet in your entire life. And I say that wholeheartedly, not just because I'm biased for being his grandson. Like, genuinely, he is probably the nicest, most compassionate person that you can probably ever meet, and he's so wickedly smart. I him and I can talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff together. But um, I had downloaded WhatsApp, because they do a family call every Wednesday, and I downloaded WhatsApp, and we get into the call and we just talk about things. Well, I I say we, but I honestly I haven't been on that call up until yesterday. So we got to talk and share, and I apologize to him for not being for being absent, because I don't deal well with death. And he just, he's like, apology not needed here, it's okay, like, it was your loss too, but it's it's your wife, man, like, 50 years, 50, like, I could only imagine being together with someone for 50 years. I honestly, I don't even know if I would live that long, but I mean, we'll see. I'm already 13 years into it, so 40 years, that put me at what's 50? Wow, 40 years. Let's say 40 years. That'd put me at 74, 75, 74. Holy shit. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, guys, I want to do better. I am gonna seek. I'm gonna continue to seek this help that I'm getting. It's working for me. For those of you that are struggling mentally, I really recommend you know seeking that help. Not everybody's bad. Not everybody's just seeking money to pay bills. Like, therapists are there to help you. Therapists, psychiatrists, take advantage of your insurance plans with work. If you don't have insurance, there's things that you can do that are relatively inexpensive. Even if you did like virtual visits online, like that's a thing too. But it's working for me, guys, and I really wanted to do this podcast, not just for me. And I even explained that to my grandfather, because he heard about the podcast. But like, I don't, and I'll kind of share a little bit of like why I ended up doing this podcast. And I feel like there's not enough things for men's mental health, and I felt like kind of jumping into this. I I was sitting down, and I just felt broken, and I felt sad, and I just felt like there was something more for me to do. And I am recently, I guess you can say, like, I recently found my faith. And for those of you, and I'm not preaching, by the way, like, I'm not, you believe what you believe in. I'm not going to knock your religion or anything like that. But for me, God found me. I did not find God. I was not by no means looking for him. He placed his hand on my shoulder, and I said, okay. And I ended up getting a Bible and rosary beads and things. And this was last week Friday. It was after my appointment with my psychiatrist. And for context, it was like the 6th of March. So I sat down, I held my Bible close to my chest. I wrapped my rosary beads around my hand, and I said, God, I said, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Please just help me. I just need direction. Just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. And I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like fate is a real thing for me. I really believe that people are put in our path for a reason. And I had gone, or the very next day, I was speaking to my mother, and I let her know. I kind of vented about some past experiences that I had as a kid. And we talked for a little bit, and I told her, I said, I really think that maybe I should do a podcast for for advocating for like mental health. I think that would be really cool. And she's of course supported the idea. I ended up calling my friend Raul, or Nani. He's actually the first person that I actually had on the episode. And he's like, bro, that would be awesome. He goes, and I would love to talk on that. So I one of the things that my psychiatrist had told me, he said that one of the best things that you could probably do is go to the gym. Go to the gym for like 45 minutes, 3 days out of the week. And he goes, and you're going to feel like a huge difference. So I actually went to the gym, not to work out, but I went to the gym because I know the owners of this gym. And I went to apologize for not coming, and I told them that I was going through mental health issues. And guys, like, I can't tell you, and I can't express this enough. Like, it's okay to let people know that you're not okay. Like I'm doing with you guys right now. Like, I don't expect, I mean, I know I'm probably going to get those people that fucking like, quit being a bitch, quit doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like, whatever, man. Like, everybody is fighting their own battle, and you could be that one that sets them off, or you could be that one that paves a new road that they walk on to be okay. And I strongly believe in that. And so anyways, I went to the gym, and I let them know that I was going through some mental health issues. And the gym owner, this guy's like a beast. Like, he's huge, bro. And I was telling him about the podcast, and how I want to have guests on it talking. And he went like this, and I honestly thought that somebody was in passing behind me, and he waved, and that wasn't the case. So I asked him, I said, so wait, like, you would be on the podcast? And he's like, oh yeah, absolutely, like, I'd love it. And then like the support that I got from them was absolutely phenomenal, which I absolutely love. I'll actually tag them on their page, but they're great people. It's his name is Simon, and then his wife Dawn. They run this gym. Probably one of the most beautiful people that you could ever meet. But we talked about faith, because he was saved, and he went through his own thing and how he found God. But yeah, guys, like, I encourage you guys to talk more about your feelings. I'm probably one of the most secluded people. Like, I don't really like to go out. I don't like to like associate myself with people. But one thing that I really love about this podcast is this is my mission to help as many people as I possibly can. And if it takes people like beating the shit out of me to make you feel better, it's totally fine. Like, you guys can tell me how weak I am, how I'm not masculine, how get some testosterone, get some balls, whatever. I don't care what you guys tell me. Like, if anybody that is watching one of my videos can say, holy shit, like, I can relate to that, and I'm going to do better, and I can save a life that way, absolutely doing it. And I tell people, and I told my mother and my grandfather this yesterday when we were on the WhatsApp video talking, I'm not doing this podcast for me at all. Like, this isn't for me. This is for you guys, or for the people that are hurt, or the people that are having issues. But I'm really excited. I'm really hoping to meet people out of this. I'm really hoping that I can help somebody out of this. And dude, like, if there's anything that I can say is you're not alone. I'm right here with you, man. Like, I'm right here with you. Or woman, like, I'm right here with you guys. Like, it's going to be okay, and we're going to figure it out together. And it's going to be ugly, it's going to be messy, and that's just how grieving or dealing with anxiety or dealing with depression is. Like, you have to make it over those mountains. Because I'm telling you this right now, for anybody that has had anxiety, once you do whatever it is that you're afraid of, you're like, oh, okay, like that wasn't bad. Like, I'm still here. And so, like, with that, guys, like, just take your days one day at a time, and just do better for yourself. And I'm telling you, the minute that you can stop talking bad about yourself, because the body and the mind can't take a joke. The more you beat yourself up, the more depressed you're going to be. So positive affirmations in the morning, talk to yourself. Dude, I know it sounds really stupid. Go in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. Like, and mean it. Like, I love myself. Put your hand on your chest and your stomach, rub it, tell yourself, I love you. I love you. It sounds stupid, but the shit works. It works. And yeah, but this video is going on about 16 minutes. Honestly, wasn't planning on talking that much. But I think this past week, I had a lot of cans than cannots, which is great, and I'm hoping that you guys can say the same. But if in the event your cannots outweigh the cans, just remember, there's always tomorrow. You guys can do it. You guys can do it. So, one step at a time, one breath at a time. It's not the end of the world, and we got this. So, that's my therapy session for the moment. So, with that being said, I am going to be recording another video probably in the next couple of days, and have it posted probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. A lot of people had told me that they enjoyed the video, but I'm just going to continue to be vulnerable, guys. I'm going to tell you guys my feelings, whether they're sad, happy, anxious, depressed, angry, whatever feeling I'm feeling. I'm just going to tell you guys. And, yeah. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And just remember your worth. If there's anything that I can tell you, just remember how wonderful and special you are. And I want to thank you for dealing with all the bullshit that you go through and still being here. Whether it be for me, for your family, kids, wives, husbands, whatever. You're still here. You're still making a difference every day just by waking up. So, good night. Love you guys, and I'll catch you later.